Why hello there, and welcome to live commentary mode. Today we're going to be visiting the Farlands, but before that, there is some preparations we need to make. There is a pretty big risk of dying, so I'm going to want to get full diamond armor. And right now, I have a single diamond to my name. So, it's time to go mining and get some diamonds. Well, I ended up getting sick, and so I just kept on mining and mining. I didn't even need 30 diamonds, but I ended up getting almost 2 stacks. And I got tons of other resources. Plenty of gold and iron that I'll be using for crafting all sorts of things. A whole lot of coal for all my smelting needs. I got plenty of redstone for some big projects that'll be coming up in the future. Some gravel and dirt, and then tons and tons of cobblestone, which will be very useful. But anyway, I'm going to grab the resources that I needed from this and get ready to go to the Farlands. Okay, we're back at base. And so we're going to need a couple of resources for this journey. We're going to need a bunch of logs. We're going to need a flint and steel, as well as a stack of obsidian. And we're going to need a diamond pickaxe and some fully decked out diamond armor. And another thing we're going to need is a whole bunch of food. So let's go and get that. Alright, so I've come out to a very specific set of coordinates in the world. I've placed this portal at negative 383 and positive 383. And that will hopefully be able to bring us straight to the corner Farlands, which is where two sides of the Farlands meet. Before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to Puffingfish HQ, who made a video about how to do this, and also the Minecraft Discontinued features Wiki, which discovered the glitch that makes this possible, and I'll have links to both of them in the description. So what we're going to be doing is placing this boat inside of the nether portal, and then going into the boat, and it's going, every time we do this, it's going to multiply our coordinates by 8. This can cause crashes, and potentially corrupt your world, so I'm going to be taking world backups every step of the way. And if you want to try this, I recommend you do the same. So we're going to place our boat in the portal, get inside the boat, and go through. So now we're in the nether, but it's glitched out, so we can't really see anything. So we're going to hit escape and wait till this has saved and it's blinking a lot. Okay, and now we're going to save and quit to title. And then we're going to go back into the world, and this could potentially be dangerous because we're not going to be spawning in another portal. We could be spawning inside of some blocks or at a high place or in lava. So that's why I have all the bread. And let's see what it looks like. Okay. I hit escape right away. Looks like we're in some blocks. So what I'm just going to do is dig and jump. And here we are in the nether. So I checked our coordinates. Normally when you enter the nether, you would end up at 1/8 of the coordinates, but we have ended up at the exact same coordinates. So we're going to build our next nether portal right over here. And this time we won't be using the boat, we're just going to be going through normally. So let's go on through. And now we are somewhere in the overworld. If I check my coordinates, you can see we've traveled out almost 3,000 blocks just by going through those portals. So I'm going to create another backup of the world now, and I'm going to keep doing this process over and over, and I'll get back to you once we are close to the Farlands. Okay, that time we took a little bit of a fall, but we are all good. That's what the bread and the diamond armor is for. If you notice while I'm walking around, some of the ground, it looks like it's jittering. This is the result of a glitch that caused blocks to be not quite positioned right, or entities or something, at very high coordinates. You can see we're at 196,000 now. So we're starting to see this effect. Once we get to the Farlands, it'll be a lot more prominent. Alright, we're in a cave again, and now you can really see the jittering effect. This next time we come into the overworld, it should be at the Farlands. I think we should be good to just build the portal here and kind of see where we end up. If we're close to the Farlands or what. So let's see where this takes us. Now we may experience a crash here. Yep. That was what I was expecting, a crash. So now we're going to have to update our version. I'm going to be updating to beta 1.7.3, and we should appear in the Farlands. So let's see if that works. Okay, here we are in beta 1.7.3. Let's open up the world and see what happens. Okay. Looks like it has not worked. We're back here, so I'm gonna load up a backup and see if we can make this work. Okay, trying something different this time. I've upgraded to beta 1.3 while still in the nether. Let's see if this works. Okay. It looks like we have made it to the Farlands. It is extremely laggy. Blocks don't work, and it's very weird. But we are here. I'm gonna try and make it to normal terrain so we can get a better view of this. And also I'm gonna do that once it's daytime. Okay. The lag is super bad. I'm going to stop the recording and try and make it out of here, and hopefully that makes the lag a little bit more bearable. Alright, we have made it out of the Farlands, and the lag is finally somewhat bearable. Or maybe not. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down my render distance. Yeah, moving is really awkward because of the blocks being offset. Everything is just super weird out here. But, yeah, we made it to the Farlands. We're in beta 1.7.3 now, which is going to be the version that I'm playing 100 days in beta on. So, yeah. Alright, so I have traveled a little ways away from the corner Farlands, which are down that way. And the lag seems to have improved quite a bit. So we got a really good view of the Farlands here. I think what I'm gonna do is gather a couple of resources here, and then build a nice little house right beside the Farlands. Alright, I built a nice little house here. It's a very simple one. At the edge of the Farlands. The sign is really weird how it moves. It says, Toby's home at the end of the world. Inside we've got just some basic stuff. A window looking into the Farlands. And of course my first bed on this world. Can't sleep in it though. So yeah, I'm gonna leave most of my stuff in the chest here. And then we're gonna have to make our way all the way back to spawn. And I don't really want to walk back, so I think I'm gonna jump off of there. We're up here at the top of the Farlands at Y128. This is the world height in this version. As you can see, we can't place any blocks. It's a pretty nice view from up here. You can see our little home down there. So our next video will be 100 days in beta. So I'll see you then after I take this one-way trip back to spawn.